there's times in my youth, like in my high school years where, yeah, I wasn't serving God and I was like drinking alcohol with my friends. And I didn't get into the whole sex thing until senior year, really. But
The sexing as far as experiencing
yeah,
it?
yeah, experiencing sex. I mean, like actual, like sex, like not
penetration.
yeah, not oral, but like penetration. Yeah, that. But anyways, so then, so I guess when I finally, went off to college, it's just, it became more of the world and less of God because I didn't have a home church over there. I wasn't trying to look for a home church. Like, hey, I'm in college now. I get to do whatever I want. No parents telling me anything. I was experiencing this new freedom without any guidance.
Before you go into the college experience, can you explain your high school experience? So when you did experience sex during that time, you've shared with me in the past that wasn't something that you really wanted to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't like something like you were like open and willing and being like, oh, I really need to do this because I want to. Mm-hmm. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
It was because of...
It was more of like I felt peer pressure. Nobody told me to go lose my virginity. But it was the friends that I had at the time, I was the last one of my friend group to be a virgin. And I literally was waiting to marriage. Like that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to give that to my future husband. I didn't feel like I was ready for that. Like, I would make out hardcore with a guy, get to second base maybe, but I would never go further than that. And so I just felt convicted. I felt like, no, I can't. I'm done. Like, we're going to stop. But then when I was the last one to be a virgin and my friends would talk about their sex experiences and all that, I would be left out. And it got to the point where I would hear stuff like, oh, wait, we got to stop talking. Virgin years is coming or whatever, right?
Because you didn't relate to what they were talking about, or you just stood out as being...
I have no idea.
She hasn't had sex yet, so let's
I think it's just because I just hadn't had sex yet. I don't know if I could relate to them because I don't think I really... Honestly, that was such a long time ago. I'm trying to remember like what they would even talk about. I don't even remember what they would talk about, but I know they would talk about it. And so I got this job senior year at the mall selling shoes. And there was a guy, an older guy that worked at one of the mall kiosks there, like across the hall. And I ended up talking to him. And
how old were you at this time?
I was 17. And he was 23. And so I ended up talking
Older men make better lovers.
Wow. Is that really a song?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Well, it came to the point where I was hanging out with him. I was going over to his house and I made it a point to lose my virginity to this guy. Because in my mind, I was like, well, I'm the last one. Might as well get it over with before college. Like, I just told everyone, oh, I didn't want to go to college a virgin, right? Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the case. I was just tired of everyone's crap.
Yeah.
And so instead of standing firm in my beliefs and not caring because now I don't care what you think, right?
Yeah.
But you don't get that till you're older. When you're a teenager, you're like...
Well, experiences get you
right.
there. Yeah.
So I lost it. I ended up telling my friends. They were so disappointed. All that crap. And they're going to tell me, but why did you do that? I was like, oh, okay. All right. That's the last time I do anything like that again. Like, just because I feel a certain way and people are giving me crap about a certain thing that I'm not doing or whatever. And then me doing, because it felt awful to like, one, lose it to someone I didn't even love. And it was an awful first experience.
Why is that?
Because when I was done, well, one, it was quick. And two,
For you or for him?
I think for both.
Yeah.
Because one, I did not climax. So I didn't even know what to
An
expect
orgasm
or,
was,
yeah.
well, what it was going to be like in that
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
And then it was so fast. And after it was all done, my thought was, that was it. Like, that's what everyone
Made all this hype about.
I was expecting it to be more like I believed the hype. I was like, okay, this is supposed to be good, whatever. It was not. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is what everyone is craving, and like, no. I mean, later down the road, I was like, okay, because I didn't have a good. And I think with him, I had only done it like 2 times, and then.
Well, and we were talking about this the other day about not having that connection.
Yeah, there was no
that
connection.
Has a huge thing to do
Huge
with
thing when you're having sex and giving your body to somebody, because you have to have that connection emotionally and spiritually, not just physically. And so we didn't have that, and so it was just a time in my life where I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.